Hello dear students, përshëndetje të dashur nxënës. Here we meet again. Ja të takojmë sërish. And today's topic is about the workbook exercises. Dhe tema e sotme ka të bëjë pikërisht me ushtrimet në fletoren e punës. So we have a repetition of Unit 4D and Unit 4E about telling the time. Actually, we use an interrogative sentence while asking about the time, and the most common is what time is it in English. For example, it's 4 o'clock, and the expressions used in English mainly are half past, and in Albanian we refer it as gjysmë. For example, when we say është ora 4 e gjysmë, në anglisht ne referohemi like it's 4:30. Or we have 2 in English, and in Albanian we have pa. And we have a quarter in English, and in Albania we refer it as një çerek. For example, it is 4:15, and in English we say it's 4:15. It is 8:20, and otherwise in English we refer to it as it's 8:20, and when it's 6:50 we refer it otherwise like it's 7:10. And now you're going to think about your favorite day, and you're going to write down different kinds of sentences concerning your activities, part of the morning, part of the day, at lunchtime or in the afternoon, and then in the evening. For example, I get up at 10 a.m. We can otherwise use 10 a.m. or 10 o'clock. When we say 10 o'clock in Albanian, we refer it as ora fixa. So when we say it's 10 o'clock in Albanian, we can translate it like është ora 10. I go to school at 11 a.m. or 11 o'clock. I have lesson at 11:30 or at 11:30, otherwise known. In the afternoon, I go home at 2 p.m. or 2 o'clock. I have lunch at 3 o'clock or 3 p.m. because it has passed the morning part of the day. I watch TV at 4 o'clock. And in the evening, I have dinner at 7 o'clock or at 7 p.m. I wash my teeth at 7:30. I do my homework at 8 o'clock, or maybe I watch TV at 8 o'clock, and then I go to bed at 9 o'clock. Okay, we have the writing section, and we are going to read about a short article about a person's typical day. We're going to read the text below and put the paragraphs in the correct order. We have different kinds of paragraphs like A, B, or C, but they are mixed together. So we are going to find out which is the first, the next, and the final paragraph in this letter. So it is a typical day. For example, at noon I return home and have lunch. Since this, we can understand that this is not the first paragraph. After that, I read a book or listen to music. And let's pass on to the B section. So in the afternoon, I meet up with my friends. We usually go to the cinema, we stay at home and watch DVDs. I have dinner at around 8:30, and I usually go to bed at 11. So from this kind of information, we can understand that this is the last paragraph of this letter. We have the C section, the third paragraph actually, and it says that on Saturdays I get up at 10 in the morning, and then I have a cup of tea, a toasted bread mainly, and a slice of cake. Then I go cycling in the park, and then I cycle for about an hour. So the right order of this text is the one that I'm showing to you now into this slide. So this is a typical day. C is the first paragraph, so he gets up at 10 in the morning and then has a cup of tea or toasted bread, and so on and so forth. We have A as the second paragraph. For example, at noon I return home and have lunch. After that I read a book or listen to music. And B is the last paragraph of the letter. So in the afternoon, he meets up with his friends. We usually go to the cinema or stay at home. And then he has dinner at around 8:30, and he usually goes to bed at 11 o'clock. So now we have to complete the article below. It describes a day in my life, and I have highlighted for you and put in red the correct words while completing this kind of exercise. But maybe you should change them or write something else, just like showing your typical day in your life. For example, on Monday I get up at 7:30 a.m. or just 7:30. I wash my teeth and then I clean my face at 8 o'clock, and then I get ready to go to school at 9 a.m. for example, but you can put 10 a.m. and so on and so forth. I go to school. After lunch I have some rest, and in the afternoon actually I watch TV and read a book. I have dinner at 8 o'clock, and after dinner I have a shower and I wash my teeth. So I go to bed finally at 9 o'clock. Okay, we have this kind of exercise. We have different kinds of prepositions like on, under, in, between, etc. And we are going to read the sentences and then fill in the blanks so that each sentence is meaningful to you. For example, the clock is on the wall, the ball is under the table, the cat is next to the armchair, the table is in front of the armchair, the carpet is on the floor, the lamp is on the table, and the flowers are in the vase, and the table is between the chair and the armchair. And from this side, so from 1 to 8, you have the right answers of solving this kind of exercise. As an assignment, you can write 5 sentences about what a typical day or Monday is like for you, and maybe you should begin like this, like I get up at 7 a.m., I have breakfast at 9 a.m., I go to school at 9:30, and so on and so forth. So I'd like to thank you very much for your attention and see you in the next sections.